Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your bunny on with MacMan Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
When I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove. Said, look, I don't want no you don't put your hands on. You don't ask for We ain't eating. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you know, he got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter, he's allergic to jelly, he's allergic to bread, he got gluten free, he gave me this, he gave me that, and then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or Remy, or whatever. He can stand on tables, he can do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
An announcement from the great and powerful Oz.
Hey, I'm not the Oz. Man, I'm just plain old DJ Big Daddy House, a.k.a. Samaje Anand, right here on WKRA
92.7 FM.
on the MacMan Morning Show, making a brand new announcement. Yes, a brand new announcement for all of you out there that have non-for-profit organizations or just doing good in the hood. We have a new segment called the Community Calendar. So if you got something going on good in the hood that's going to benefit the people of this nation, man, make sure you get in touch with us, man, so we can put it out there and everybody can know about your creation. Right here at the MacMan Morning Show, WKRA
92.7
FM.
Look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad, the sound of feeling glad. Freedom you see, and then a heart singing so joyfully. Just look around, go do yourself and check it out. Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day?
Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Welcome on this great Wednesday morning. This is the MacMan Morning Show. I am James Mack, your host. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning to our audience on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial, right here in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Yep. It's cold here still. Okay, it's winter time, so we should expect it. Everybody think that when you're in the South, it's always sunny and you can come and do things, but the weather and God says otherwise, and it's chilly here. We're looking at 30 degrees at our recording stations around our region and in around our station. I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. And first of all, say good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning to our admins and to Alice, top admin. She's the top moderator there. Sharon Reed is there. Miss Morning Star Boutiques by Tam. We want you to come up. I'm going to put the link in the chat. We're under not construction per se, but we're doing some adjusting here at the McMahon Morning Show. Um, we are grateful. Oh, okay. Thank you. I got a special guest that's coming on. We're going to talk to her uh, right now. Not right now, I mean, but we're going to talk to her soon. Stephanie Wiederman is here with us from Thornton Township. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, I keep up with Thornton Township when you get through talking because it's the president of what's going on around the country. And y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Wait till I got a whole lot that I want to talk to Miss Stephanie Wiederman about. She's here in our studio. She's in what we call our virtual green room. She's comfortable. I guarantee you, she's comfortable. I ain't gonna tell y'all why I said that, but we're grateful to all of you. Good morning to each and every one of you. We got a lot going on, and like I said, I'm going to do the weather first at our recording studios. As you know, we're in the 30s, but most of the day in this region, we're going to be sunny. It's going to be a little bit cooler than it was on yesterday. We're going to have the highs in the lower 40s with light winds. Clear and cold again this evening with the lows in the 30s. So keep your blanket. And yeah, I know y'all suffering up there, and y'all really in the freezer up there, Sharon, with 7 degrees uh, that you all are looking at. Ooh, that's cold. Wow, excuse me. It's cold. Uh, then we're going to warm back up, and sunshine is going to be near 50 for Thursday and Friday. So we're going to have a pretty decent end of the week before the rain returns and our next cold front Friday night. So if you get a chance to get yourself out and enjoy, y'all know the drill, as they say. You don't know what to expect in the winter months. But this weekend is going to be this Saturday. It's going to be in the 50s, but the temperatures are going to be falling on starting on Saturday, Friday night, Saturday. They're going to be falling, and I'm asking all of you, and we're asking all of you that are in this region. You know that here in the South. Uh, Plumbing is not metal or copper, or you have those pipes like we have in other various cities. We don't have those. In most of the houses, there's PVC pipe, plastic pipe, and they will crack. People they're putting the advisory out in the reason Arctic blast is coming. It's going to be cold. That means that cover your water. Um, 24 degrees where you are. Um, Cover up your water spigots, your water hose spigots, the spigots that you use for the water and everything. And we want you to cover your water spigots up. I sent a message to someone. I got it back. Okay, that's good. But right now, like I said, at all reporting stations, it is 30 degrees. It ain't moved all about an hour, so it hadn't moved. Everything is at 30. So 30 in Coldwater, it in Panola County, right down there in Oxford. We want to say good morning to our folks down there in Panola County. It's 30 there too. And at WKRA 92.7 FM. It is 30 degrees with a light wind right now. I want to commend everyone for the job that they've done um, as we're in transition and making the show greater and better. we're doing a whole lot of things. And when I say we're doing a whole lot of things, that means that we're bringing on new family members that are here. We're bringing on better programming. Brother Lee has a premiere of his program that's going to be coming out on the weekend to help us out on the week, not help us out, but to give us programming on the weekend. We're working on that. Miss Morning Star, hey, good morning to you. So these some busy people. They got these jobs and they got other responsibilities and families. But it's just so good to see you. I like to say good morning to DJ Kitty Cat, who's going to be co-anchoring with me real soon. Her and Miss Morningstar, they coming. I mean, they gonna come in, and let me tell you something. You ain't seen nothing. Wait until their show. It is really gonna be. You think James Mack be on, folks? Boy, I tell you, our plugs, the community connection is getting ready to premiere on the 20th. It's going to be premiering right here on Mac Man Morning Show page. Also, it will be played on the Our Plugs page. So we're going to be out there live on both platforms, and they'll be here on WKRA as we situate and get our schedule situated. You want to tune in to this wonderful program. I'm just so grateful to have good people that have come and say, hey, man, I see the vision. I see what you're trying to do. I see that information and inspiration is your thing. Can we bring a little information and inspiration in our own way? So as I check it out and saw what was going down, I said, yeah, we got to have that. I like people that can be able to, that you'll be able to speak and you would be able, we all have different, there's nothing wrong with that. But then, we have to have a right to, we got a lot of things that are going on in our community and everywhere in our greater community. And we're going to be discussing some things. I'm going to bring Miss Wiederman up. I'm going to do it early. We're going to do an early break, and then we're going to come back and talk to Miss Stephanie Wiederman. The next, I believe, she's going to win this selection. I really do believe it. I saw some things, man. You just don't know. And I didn't laugh. It shocked me a little bit, but my hat's off to Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. I really want to compliment them and everything that they're doing. They took bold and dramatic steps to do what they do. And I just wanted to say that it's going to be wonderful. Tell your friends, tell everybody that the McMahon Morning Show
Tune in to the McMahon Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the McMahon Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me.
If you're locked
spots ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
An announcement from the great and powerful Oz.
Hey, I'm not the Oz. Man, I'm just plain old DJ Big Daddy House, a.k.a. Samaje Anand, right here on WKRA
92.7 FM.
on the Madman Morning Show, making a brand new announcement. Yes, a brand new announcement for all of you out there that have non-for-profit organizations or just doing good in the hood. We have a new segment called the Community Calendar. So if you got something going on good in the hood that's going to benefit the people of this nation, man, make sure you get in touch with us, man, so we can put it out there and everybody can know about your creation. Right here at the Madman Morning Show, WKRA
92.7
FM.
Everybody look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad, the sound of feeling glad. Freedom you see, and then our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look around, don't you yourself to check it out. Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day?
We're gonna have a good time, yeah. That's red. Oh, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. That's red. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's red. Oh, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. If you never have fun like this, you know you're gonna have a lot of fun when you hit the door. That's red. Oh, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. Yeah, come one, come all. The Reds, located 398 Sunflower Avenue in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Featuring the best in blues, food, atmosphere, and drink. If you never have fun like this, you know you're gonna have a lot of fun when you hit the door. That's red. Oh, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. Sitting home in your car, no matter if you get far. You better tune in quick or you might just miss the best show this side of the sea. It's the Batman Morning Show. It's the Batman Morning Show. It's the Batman Morning Show. It's the Batman.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Good morning to each and every one of you. I am James Mack. I am your host on this wonderful Wednesday morning. It's chilly. Yeah, it's cold. All reporting stations in our region are reporting either 30 or 31. So we're not going to go with the change. We'll just round it off to 30. It's 30 degrees everywhere. Oh, warm up, stay warm, get you some antifreeze, get you some nice coffee. Other beverages I'm not going to speak of. It's a little bit too early for me, but y'all be nice and stay warm. I have a wonderful guest here. I like wonderful. The word wonderful just means wonderful to me. I have a wonderful friend of our show and a friend of mine. I'm grateful for Miss Stephanie Wiederman, and let me tell you why. It takes great patience, understanding, and I want to say some other stuff, but Stephanie's a bold. So y'all know she got to be a sister be dealing with all these folks over in Thornton Township. Yeah, I said it, and she's my sister from another mother. And I thank God for it because you know something? This is a born and raised Thornton Township resident. She's there. She deeply understands the values of the township. She's smart, she's witty, served under the great Frank Zuccarelli. You can say what you want, but Frank was a good guy. He took care of his people. This is the problem that I have with politicians. I'm bringing my guest on. Y'all don't take care of your people. I know Chicago politics. I know that it, and that's where I got my roots from learning about politics. One thing I knew about that Alderman Wilson Frost, 34th Ward, and Robert Shaw, God help us. Them Shaw brothers was over there in Thornton Township and Dalton too. But they took care of their people. You needed a garbage can, they got it for you. Your water bill was in trouble, you needed a little help. That alderman helped you and made sure that you took that. And then they came around on the extra day and said, "Hey, hey, and I don't mind. You done took care and got the garbage up, and the parks are good, and you helping people and everything. I don't have no problem about bringing you there." I think that the biggest mistake that was made, and we're going to talk about the big mistake that was made in Thornton Township, was trying to push Miss Wiederman aside. That was the wrong answer. So that's what I want you all to do. Put it out there. Let everybody know Stephanie is online, on the air. I didn't get a chance to put anything out or anything like that. I want to thank all of our listeners, no matter who you are, because you replay, you go back. I'm not here to bore you and here to fleece around you or anything, but I'm just grateful for her taking out time out of her busy schedule. She has a lot that she's getting ready to do. January 21st is coming, January 21st, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the South Suburban College Gymnasium. Beautiful campus, beautiful people. There will be security. South Suburban has its own police department, so y'all ain't got to worry about the goon squad and all them other folks. And if they get out of hand, they know that there ain't going to be no plan up in there. Cook County sheriffs have supported them. There's a lot of support that's there. And like I said, if anybody's qualified to be on that board, it is Stephanie Wiederman. Listen, WKRA Magman Morning Show. Let's welcome back our family member, our trustee. That's going to be our trustee. I know we have been sitting, we got her as a trustee too. Let me welcome the wonderful Stephanie Wiederman. Hey, Miss Stephanie, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I know I might have caught you at a unopportune time. I ain't gonna say why, I know. But I'm so grateful that you accepted our invitation. I know that I hadn't been in touch with you. You've been very, very busy. Um, Transparency, accountability. That's something that you say that are some of your core values that you have. Ms. Wiedemann, this is going to be a heck of a selection election on the 21st. How are you doing, first of all?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm an athlete at my core. I played three sports all
Yeah.
through my
Yeah.
childhood, all through high school.
Championship. Wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot to tell everybody you a championship athlete. Come on now.
Uh,
You got some trophies somewhere. I know
I
you
do.
do.
I do. My
Yeah.
mom kept a very nice scrapbook of newspaper articles, and she pulls
Let's
it
say
out and
hey to
reminds
your
me.
mom. Hi. Yeah.
But
Okay.
that core, that competition, and people like me, we thrive off of this. I'm excited. For the actual procedure itself, but I'm more excited to be able to step up for the residents. And I take the time to really listen to people, and I know we can't make everybody happy all the time, but I do take the majority into account. Um, I think it's fair that the residents have a say. And one thing that I've always been very proud of, even throughout my career at Thornton Township, was I was always for the residents. I was always for the employees. I was always for the people. I mean, Frank was my person, but he was passionate about people. So it made it easy for me to be passionate about people. And a lot of that hasn't changed. I think that sometimes when politicians get into these seats, they forget that they're there for the people. So I think it's refreshing to finally see some people moving around us, not just me. There's a whole group of people moving around me that feel that same way, that fight for that same reason, that speak up for the same thing, and that's for the
Right,
residents.
right. Well, that's a wonderful opportunity that you have. Um, let's go back. I want to let everybody know why do you go back to Frank all the time, James? Let me explain something. Frank Zuccarelli, and I'm not just saying that to say this. And like you said, you can't satisfy everybody, but you can do your best to help serve the needs of the people. And from what I have heard, everybody got something that they can say, and oh, I can do better than this person, I can do better than that person. But over 20 years, you've been with this gentleman. God rest his spirit. And you have been in this fight when when the new supervisor came in. I'm not trying to give her no play. Um, the new supervisor came in and she cleaned the house literally,
Mhm.
her way, her version, and she let you go. Has your relationship with her, and the last time we had you on here, we really didn't get involved with that. But your relationship, you know Tiffany, you know how she moved, you know how things and how she came into the fold. Tell us why, why did they pick her? What was it? And I'm not trying to really get on the trustees, but she looked like she just came out of nowhere. Was there any preconceived plan? Let us know now, because they said, well, her and Chris Gonzalez, they got together and it was all like this. Explain to the people briefly how she got into the Thornton Township supervisor seat.
Um, Bad timing, bad circumstances, and maybe emotions. I don't think there was anything vindictive that went on. Uh, Tiffany definitely, made the phone calls and put herself in the mix and, tried to make herself part of the conversation. But I can be 100% honest, from where I sat, she had no place in the game. I mean, when you guys go back and watch those tapes, when as you watch that unfold in that meeting, that's the same thing everybody internally saw too. Tiffany's name was nowhere to be found until that very last minute.
Wow.
It was just and that I understand, because from where those trustees sat, in the way the political organization moved, and I'm not speaking of the township political organization, I'm speaking about Frank
Hmm.
as his seat as committeeman in the political
Right.
organization. The way that
Yes.
sat, they didn't really do the interactions the way we did. We were the workers, the elected officials. They go out, they talk to people, they knock on doors, they do those things, but internally we're the ones there doing the work. And I think from where they sat, Tiffany looked like she was a team member. She looked like, she worked with Frank. He supported her. She popped up every now and then. She looked like every other elected official we supported, pretty much. They were there, they did, their part, and they went about their business for the most part. So to be fair to the trustees, unknowing of who she was as a person on a level
Hmm.
that we did in that office, or that I did by Frank's side, that wasn't the same view they had.
Wow. I want to ask you also. Let's talk about last night. There was a meeting. I thought this was I'm still laughing because it was such a good strategic move that the trustees, and last night we didn't have I didn't have the tape, but Last night they had the meeting at Thornton Township, and I want you all to listen to me in our region because we're getting ready to go into a same or similar season of elections and primaries. And in your town, Holly Springs, uh, DeSoto County, all of these places that we have now. Um, we got, I mean, and politics here in the South is so weird. My thing is, I like to pick up. If I'm going to vote for somebody, I'm going to vote for somebody that's going to take care of what's going on. One thing Frank Zuccarelli did, and I don't know why I do know why I'm saying this. He took care of business when it came down to the residents of Thornton Township. Please clarify that I'm telling the truth.
You are telling the truth. He had the
All
ability to
right, I want to know. Go ahead.
he had the ability to bring
Tell
people
us.
together. He was a great
Yes, ma'am.
communicator. So when we look at these, the difference in leadership skills, he could have a conversation with his board members, and he would be able to come to an understanding of what they would want and what he would need and how they meet in the middle. And by the time it
Right.
came to vote for something, they were all already on the same page. It's not that they agreed all the time. It's just that
But
he was good at
they had
communicating.
communication.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I laid that groundwork for you to let you know, first of all, 20 years experience in the township, working for and with the township and with the leadership. When it comes down to finances, if you've been somewhere 20 years and you're working right side by side with the decision makers, you know about the finances and human resources and even the township services that are being offered, ordinances, the things that are going on. Stephanie was right there in the mix of everything. It's not per se your person that you elect, it's their team which makes that person remarkable because the people that worked with Frank on his team and you were right there. And now here we go. And I was saying about the meeting last night. There was a trustee meeting last night. They had a quorum and everything. And before anything could happen, our brother Chris Gonzalez guy, he didn't have to stand, he just said, and he bold as he was, and I was shocked when it happened. Stephanie uh, stood up and made his announcement. Y'all, good evening. We're gonna stick to what we're doing, and we'll holler at y'all. And so I'm saying it like that. I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all on next week, which means next Tuesday, the 21st. That's what he meant. And he said, we'll see you. And they got up and they left, and others left with her, and she went berserk. And she was like, wait a minute, you can't do this. Why do she has it in her mind, Stephanie, that she can tell the board members what to do. My board, y'all do what I say. I'm talking to my, all that my stuff. I know that that's not going to happen when you get on there. When you get that seat, Stephanie, tell us what is going to be your motivation and your intentions as you enter into this new phase of your life in public service.
Um, my
I
focus
hope
is going
that's
to
not a
be
hard question. I hope
it's not. My focus is going to be trying to push the township forward. Right now, a lot of things are being affected by the way things are unfolding. The board is taking a strong stance, and they have to, because we have unfortunately watched it unfold in Dalton in almost real time, where the administration there was spending money that was allocated but not received, and that what that's done to the village financially is heartbreaking, and it's a tough job to think about the approach that the next administration is going to have to take to repair that. So luckily, the trustees at the township were able to watch and learn. And I do think that they've taken strong to some of what they've seen happen at the village to try and prevent it from happening at the township. So we I as a resident respect their strong stance, and I thank them for taking that stance and for fighting for what's right and trying to protect our money and us as residents. But to that, things are being affected. Vendors are not being paid. She is threatening to lay off employees. I think she said that 2 or 3 times in the meeting last night. nobody wants to see that happen. I know she's got a group of employees that are close to her and people associate directly to her, but there's 100 employees at the township. A lot of them just come
Wow.
to work every day to do their job, and they're not involved in any of this. So
Wow.
it is affecting people's lives, and I don't think it would be fair for me to want people to care that my life was affected when she came in and did what she did and not care that these people's lives are affected. I do care.
You
I
do.
don't want this to happen. So it's very important that that seat be filled so that the right decisions can be made for the services, and the right decisions can be made for
Yes.
the employees, and the right decisions can be made for the township as a whole. So you know, it's not so much a anti-Tiffany thing. It's more of a going back to my serving residents thing, my having a passion for the employees. Like, it's the core of what I've been built on. So to be able to get in there and push these things forward and make sure that things are right and on track for our communities as a whole and not just for Tiffany's administration is
Right.
very important to me. I also think that making sure that we put the next administration in the best position possible. I mean, I don't think there's any good in making a mess because you're not the next person in that seat. You know,
That's
that's like
true.
me saying, I have 20 plus years of experience at Thornton Township, but I'm keeping that to myself. I'm not sharing that with anybody. I'm not going to talk about, you know, how we got here and how this was built. And why would I do that? How do we grow more if we don't know how we got here? I want to share everything I have. I think that
Yes.
that's important. It's part of transparency, it's part of service. And I think being able to answer questions on the spot is important. I think those residents should get up during public comment, and I think I should answer every one of their questions to the best of my
I
ability.
like that. Wow.
And if I
Let me tell
can't,
you. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
if she will not allow me to, I will stay after the meeting. And if it takes me 2 hours outside, guess what? We'll get through it.
My guest is Stephanie Wiedemann. I got her here, folks, and it didn't take a whole lot. Once you establish yourself, you get in, you get that the type of treatment that say, oh, that's the Mac man. He's calling me, and I wanted to always have our door open to you to allow you to come in and to keep us up to date. And we're going to keep you to it. I know the rest of them are busy. I got a picture up on the screen of you and your bodyguards. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of some dear sisters of yours. This is why I say that Stephanie is a sister. Y'all just don't know. Stephanie, hey, she with the sister. But then Stephanie loves everybody, her whole community, and those people, and the people of Thornton Township have thrown their arms around her, not because her name is Stephanie, not because she just hung around. Stephanie did the work, folks. It's one thing to just have a title. It's one thing to tell people what to do. But when you're a person that's in the position of directing and making sure that things go well, you get into the mud too with them, and you get your shovel and you get your tools and you go out there and you do what you have to do, not just literally that, meaning that you're going to roll your sleeves up and you're going to make sure that in your position that you're going to do what you're going to do. And I'm just grateful for that. But now let me go to this part here while I got you. There's a budget. I think that it was. I saw it last night. I haven't pulled the numbers, but from what I saw of this proposed budget for Thornton Township, it is an whoever came up, and you got a CPA. I think I know a guy got a certified public accountant, CPA. That's right. That's there, and that budget I could do it. It's all out of whack. What in the world is going on with this budget? Give us some details about why this budget is so messed up and why are certain things in certain places it looks like in the general fund or the general assistance fund, she is in the supervisor has authority over it. Help me out with the finances and tell us about this screwy budget that they got. I mean, it's really Stephanie something. It either this is James Mack speaking. Either it's I lost Stephanie, folks. Y'all stand by. I don't know what happened. This is the Magman Morning Show, WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. I'm James Mack, Stephanie will be right back, y'all. All right, just give me a chance now. I can go to our second break, and we're going to come back and we're going to reestablish our communications with Stephanie Wiedemann, the future trustee of Thornton Township. Those of you all that are listening on WKRA right now, get ready for your elections. Mississippi, get ready for your municipal election. This is where we start in our communities with our council people, with our mayors, our aldermen. We got to start right there at home. Stephanie's back. We're going to go to a break. Thank you, Stephanie, for coming. I knew you were coming back. Wait a minute. I got you in. Okay, Stephanie, I got you back. And
Okay.
I'm going to go to break real quick. Let's let you get you some coffee and some things. And I got a couple more questions. I want to know about that budget that I just answered. You're listening to the McMahon Morning Show, WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Oh.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
An announcement from the great and powerful Oz.
Hey, I'm not the Oz. Man, I'm just plain old DJ Big Daddy House, a.k.a. Samaje Anand, right here on WKRA
92.7 FM.
on the McMahon Morning Show, making a brand new announcement. Yes, a brand new announcement for all of you out there that have non-for-profit organizations or just doing good in the hood. We have a new segment called the Community Calendar. So if you got something going on good in the hood that's going to benefit the people of this nation, man, make sure you get in touch with us, man, so we can put it out there and everybody can know about your creation. Right here at the McMahon Morning Show, WKRA
92.7
FM.
Everybody look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad, the sound of feeling glad. Freedom you see, and now our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look around, don't give yourself to check it out. Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day?
All right.
Sitting home in your car, no matter if you live far, you better tune
And good morning to everybody. Good morning once again. This is the Mac Man Morning Show. I'm James Mack, your host. Listen, let me tell you about Diane Black. Diane Black has a opening at her establishment. She's a wonderful entrepreneur doing great work. And let me tell you something. She has a wonderful, wonderful establishment. Diane Black has been our friend. Hopefully, one day be the next congressperson for the state of Mississippi. I'm really rooting for her. She's doing real well. She has a business, a cosmetologist. I mean, a place where you go and you get pretty and all those other, y'all know what, the beauty shop. And she's got those openings open. And Keisha, the stylist, our friend, is going to be in touch with you, Diane. So you just stand by for that communications soon. We're going to be still working with you. We just want to say hi to her this morning. We like to welcome and say hi to our partner. My partner coming, y'all. My new broadcast partner is coming. DJ Kitty Cat is coming to our plugs with our plugs LLC. She's coming and she's on the line. She's in the bushes this morning, and we're just grateful for her. Good morning to you. DJ Kitty Cat is coming, y'all, and she's coming with Miss Morningstar, and we're going to have a wonderful man. I tell you, you talk about the lineup is going to be great. We're going to have a great opportunity to do some wonderful things. My guest has been Stephanie Wiedemann from Thornton Township, who has come and allowed us to bug her, and she can't even get no rest without the Mac Man calling her trying to find out what's going on around in Thornton Township. And I'm just grateful for her being here. And while we got her for this time, we were talking about the budget. Stephanie, when I saw that budget, I Kenny Guard, I'm not Kenny, I ain't gonna go that low. What's up with these numbers? Come on, help this out a little bit with what they were showing. This is really crazy because it doesn't add up to me. I don't see what, I don't know. I don't understand. You help me out, Stephanie. Help me out.
Which budget are we looking at?
You talking about the Thornton budget? I'm not even going. I don't even want to go over there to Dalton. I ain't worried about them. Let's talk about this Thornton budget. They had like one thing I saw in particular. excuse me, was uh, monies to the Harvey Food Pantry. How did that come about? Is Thornton Township in charge of that, or is the city or the town of the city of Harvey?
No, the township that's a township building. That food pantry is in Harvey, but it's Thornton Township Food Pantry.
So is that what Keith Price is running that place, right?
He is still the manager there, I believe, yes.
Okay, let me ask this question. I know that, and help me if I'm wrong, the Chicago Food Depository is your partner with the food pantry. And I was
Correct.
trying to explain to people that when you see $6 million in food, that don't mean that that the township went grocery shopping like that or bought a grocery complex or something. That's the face value of the donations that they receive because they receive donations from all companies, food companies and stuff. And those companies get a write-off. They have to have a value on them. So a value was set at what they were giving the township at that particular time, which you added into the budget. Am I right or wrong about that?
You are absolutely right. That goes into
You got to
the
be
food
kidding. I ought
pantry.
to be an alderman or a mayor or something. I don't know. I got all this knowledge about the government. But I
Now
wanted to know
that is
because
not to say
mhm,
that the township does not purchase food. They
mhm,
do also purchase food, the fresh produce, the
yes,
meats, the dairies. Those are
I
purchased.
saw that.
Yep.
Now there was a allotment that was there, which I can kind of see for a township because you're giving away and you're helping the residents. Tiffany tried to make it seem like y'all are starving over there. Y'all some third world country. Y'all need food, and if you don't take them, the folk gonna fall out, and y'all all this other stuff. Tell us why is she going crazy like this, trying to make people think that one Thornton Township is broke, two, which it ain't. Two, that y'all not, I mean, of course, she's the leader and whatever's going on, she's got to take responsibility for it. Why is she and these funny numbers coming up like they are? Because I know you all gonna have to tackle these numbers. But tell
Mhm.
us what in the world, what in the world is she doing over there with these numbers?
Um, I'm not really sure. I looked through the budget
I believe
and
that.
I struggled getting past anything outside of the grant money that she included in there and then spent in the
Yeah.
expense. You know, that
Hmm.
money's not guaranteed, which y- y- if you're spending money you don't have, I mean, it's not it's not going to put anybody financially ahead. So to try and figure out what the actual numbers are, opposed to what she's proposing with that $5 million grant coming in, um, it's kind of hard to break down. To be quite honest with you, I'm not sure what's actual revenue and what's not at this point. I would need to see, actual numbers from last year. I would assume that the donations are probably not what they used to be. But I don't know that until I can, get my hands on actuals from 23 and 24.
Well, when you get in there, I mean, we're getting ready to go into another budgetary calendar. Am I right or wrong? I mean, the other budget wasn't even 23, 24. Was it 24, 25? Now we're getting ready almost for 25, 26 almost. There's a
Right.
deadline in March. Can you tell us about that deadline in March that the Board of Trustees of Thornton Township got to have that budget or something in by March 31st or something?
Well, we're supposed to have the budget by the end of the fiscal year. So yes, our, fiscal year would start at it's road and bridge is a different start date, but they're relatively close. So we would normally have a budget approved by then. Everybody knows that there was, not a
Okay.
budget approved for the 23 or 24, 25. So that's what they're working on now. In order to pass the levy, they need the budget approved. However, if
Mhm.
the administration is not willing to negotiate, there's really not a way to approve a budget in a time to pass the levy. So, like the attorney had recommended to the board at not the last meeting, but the one before that, um,
Right,
the special meeting that the trustees called, that meeting, she had advised them, even though you don't have the budget, I would still pass the levy and then work on the budget quickly.
right.
So that is
Would make
probably going to be
sense.
right the way it has to happen because if she's not willing to negotiate, excuse me, if she's not willing to
Yes,
negotiate,
ma'am.
it makes it really hard to find a middle ground.
Yeah. Wow. My guest is Stephanie Wiedemann, the future trustee of Thornton Township. And I am just, man, you just don't know. I am happy that you gave us this opportunity and let us have this time. Stephanie, take this time and you coming back now. I was invited to come for election, for the primary for the election to do some coverage. We're going to talk about that at a later time, but we're going to get Stephanie in there. I'm asking all of our listeners, all of our viewers, all of her friends, all of mine, all my folks up there in Thornton Township, in Homewoods. We have Sharon Reed and them are up there. Y'all get up there and y'all help her in whatever she needs to do up there. Go in there and root for her, shake her hand, and just tell her thank you for the service that she. Look, thank you goes a long way, and then pray for her because she's getting ready to go into the lion's den with you when you got when you have a bear or something and it's wounded, and when you got a person, she's wounded and she's in the corner and she might come out and do anything. We can't take our eyes off the ball. We got to be able to jump. We got to jump this hurdle first. Let's everybody. Are you inviting? And okay, tell us the requirements the um for this meeting. What are the requirements that the people that they want to support you? What do they have to have when they hit the door? What should they have on their persons that they can get in there and they can vote for you? Come on, you can tell us.
You need to have a government issued ID, so your state ID, driver's license, and you have to be a registered voter in Thornton Township for at least the last 28 days.
Hmm.
Now, of
So you
course,
mean if I'd have moved? Okay.
this is a public
Okay. Go
meeting,
ahead.
so
Go ahead.
everybody is allowed in. Only people who are registered voters in Thornton Township will get a card to vote, though.
Is that like that yellow card y'all had of them, y'all throwing them up and everything,
This,
and who's in
yep,
favor? Is that
this is
okay?
exactly that same meeting. Yes, they will elect a moderator. That moderator will run the meeting, and that
Yes.
moderator will open the floor for nominations. Nominations will be made to fill the seat. Once nominations are closed, the vote will be
Yes,
taken
ma'am.
and those cards will be held up. Yes. Doors will open
All
at
right.
5 p.m. And
Be
the meeting
there.
starts at 6 p.m. So,
Okay. Now, okay. Now, somebody asked me, um, security measures. I know that
mhm.
you'll be at the wonderful and the great South Suburban College on 158 and State Street in South Holland. Now, I did mention some things about security. I want to just tip my hat to the South Holland Police Department for doing a diligent job and not being led by the supervisor. But what are people? Some say, is it going to be all right? She ain't going to have no hoodlums coming up in there fighting and carrying on and intimidating people. Tell us about that, what you can and what you know and what you can tell us about the security measures that are going to be in place on January 21st.
I've been to a couple graduations at South Suburban College, so I think that that's probably my best way to view how the police department deals with large crowds and, a lot of people. And I've never witnessed a time where they weren't thoughtful and well planned out and very organized. The college is a very neutral place. It's it, it, it's a safe place because they're going to treat everybody the same. They're going to hold the same expectations for everybody. um, I don't know that, as far as security goes, that there should be any worries at all. The police chief there is a good guy. He's been in law enforcement for a long time. I think that things will go very organized and very, very, very good.
Shout out to Kiana Belcher, who was one of the people that, I'm sorry about my mic, that was going to be, she was in nomination for the replacement of the seat on the county board. Kiana, that does not mean that you're not a force to be reckoned with. And I just wanted to say hi to my friend. That's your buddy too. That's your friend too,
She sure
Stephanie.
is.
And I just admire you all for doing what you have done. Um, and I know that looking at South Suburban College, um, and the way and the professional way that they handle it. I asked that question because somebody asked me. I said, I don't believe. I believe that they're going to be on top of things. My
Yep.
guest, my one, she's going to come back. Stephanie Wiedemann. We ain't gonna keep her all morning. She agreed to come on at the last minute. I had called her because I had got the information from last night's meeting, and just to give you all the updates, Stephanie's going to be coming back. And ladies, not anybody that comes to that meeting and think that y'all gonna say or whatever the case may be or do or whatever the case is in that meeting and try to play around. Stephanie got a group of people. I'm gonna wait a minute. Let me find your folks right here. On the screen you see, you got to get past these ladies to get to her. And I
Okay.
don't think you're gonna get past the first one. Cassandra, your assessor, I wanted to say you give my love to her because she lost her husband, I know. And
She,
I hope I'm accurate about it. Cassandra's a wonderful person. Cassandra is your assessor, and I wanted to just give my thoughts and my prayers out to her family, and for you all sticking with Cassandra. Y'all all right with me. I like how y'all stick together, Stephanie. I
mm,
really do. Do you have any parting words, anything that you like to give to say to your supporters here in Mississippi and around the country that are listening to you on television. Could you want to talk to them and say anything to them before we leave?
Just thank you. I mean, the support has been amazing. I say it all the time. It's very humbling. Um, I'm just going through this, doing what I feel is right. So for people to be so grateful and so supportive of that is amazing. So just thank you for the support. Thank you for, you know, keeping up and keeping us accountable and pushing the standards forward. And the involvement has been amazing, and I just really appreciate everybody.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. We're your friends, and listen. Let me tell you something. You get on in. I'm watching. Got my eyes open. I believe that you will be successful. We're your friends here. Let everybody know in Thornton Township that we love them, and we're thinking about you, and the people everywhere are listening. Listen, this is my dear friend of this show, Stephanie Wiedemann. You all make sure that you get to South Suburban College, have your ID. If you're a resident, and I know all of those residents from Harvey, Riverdale, all of you are Thornton, Dalton, and everywhere. Y'all get there. Be able to be orderly. You ain't got to worry about them people and what they saying. Don't start no trouble. We got to get Stephanie in there. Stephanie, you my friend, my sister, and I thank you for just coming on. And I know you're gonna be back. I got your number. So I will call you when stuff go to flying and tear it off. But in a way, I'm praying for you, Chris Gonzalez, and for Carmen, that you all lead the township in the way that it should go during this time period. And I'm rooting for you, Stephanie. And just hang on in there. Give your love to your family, and I hope to see you real soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, Stephanie Wiedemann, folks, is our guest this morning that we had this morning, and I'm just grateful that she came on. Listen, you're listening to the Magman Morning Show on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. I'm going to take a brief break, and I'm going to come back. Brother Lee was supposed to be here. I'm trying to get him here. We're going to get him here. I'm just going to take another break, show some love to these wonderful anchor sponsors of ours. Our anchor sponsors are Keisha Studios and Big Red's Blues. Y'all, hey, I'm going to stick Big Red my thread. And y'all going on down there. We're going to have a good time at Red's. We're going to celebrate as we celebrate all around. I want to talk to you. If you got a question, I got something that you would like to say, the lines are open. We're getting ready to get new phone lines coming in that you'll be able to call into the show instead of just being in the chat. But I'm grateful for you all being there. This is the Magman Morning Show. I'm James Mack, your host. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
gonna have a good time, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your bunny on with Mac Man Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
Well, when I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove. Said, look, I don't want no you don't put your hands on. You don't ask for we ain't eating now. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you do in school, you know? He got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter, he's allergic to jelly, he's allergic to bread, he got gluten free, he can't eat this, he can't eat that, and then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or Rivian, or whatever. He get to stand on tables, he get to do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Tune in to the Mac Man Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mac Man Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And we're back on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Magman Morning Show. I'm James Mack, your host. Hey, we're here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. That's 10 a.m. on the East Coast, right here on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial and on YouTube telecast. On TV, we're here. We're going to be on the air. We're doing some things. And you'll be seeing me real soon. So I'm going to give me a nice haircut and look real nice and brush my hair, all those stuff. Like I don't do it. I do it every day. We got some brand new features that are coming on. I got some help coming, and I got a wonderful new co-host that's getting ready to come and help us out. That's not just help us out, to be a part of our family. That's DJ Kitty Cat and Our Plugs LLC. Good morning to you, DJ Kitty Cat. Say good morning to everybody. We know that she's in the chat. We want to thank her and Miss Morningstar. Miss Morningstar, make sure that you let me know that we got to get your. We're going to do something with your boutique. Somebody saw something that you had in your boutique. Said, "Who is that lady? Where did she get this stuff from?" And who this and then that was in the chat. I said, "Okay." That was the other day. I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, Miss Morningstar going to let y'all know about what's going on." So we want to thank our brand new family members that are here. It's just good to be with people that really are dedicated to what they do. I've been on the TikTok version of Our Plugs, the community calendar. And let me tell you this, they know their stuff. They know politics. They know current events. You think that people, they know what's going on. I'm looking forward to Our Plugs, the community connection coming on the Magman Morning Show. You just don't know how excited we are. We've been working hard behind the scenes, trying to keep things together, and we're going to make it. We're here. We're not fly by night. We're broadcasters. And what does that mean? That means we're going to bring you the finest in not just entertainment or whatever. We're not entertainment or news and information, but we're bringing real people with real lives, with real experiences. You, the public, this is your show. The Magman Morning Show belongs to the people. And we're going to get ready to have in the future coming real soon, we will have our call-in line. You can call in, as long as you don't talk foolishness, I'm not going to cut you off. But you can call in and you can talk to the wonderful host of all of our programs. Brother Lee has got a show coming up. We're getting ready to get Brother Lee. Oh, there, Brother Lee is here with us. today. He ain't going nowhere. I was just getting ready. I had that interview that I wanted to make sure that I had got out of the way. Brother Lee is here. I don't know what he's gonna call his show. Don't ask me. He's just gonna come out and we're gonna have everything together. Give him enough time to situate and see what he wants to do. You know something? Give people an opportunity to express themselves. Brother Lee's a good person. Brother Lee was on yesterday, man. Just man, we had a great show. Brother Lee, good morning to you. I know you're here, and
Great day,
man,
my
we had a
brother.
great show. We had a great day to you, man. And man, Lee, I tell you, with everything going on, Lee, they got this cabinet. I wanted to ask you about this. They got this guy. They got these people. The person that the Orange Man has some people that are being nominated for some big positions. For Secretary of State scaring the FBI, and he found some lawyer for the Attorney General and things like that. I just want to ask a general question. If you help me out with this, Lee, man, what should we? I mean, how should we handle and what we should we be doing to navigate ourselves away from this madness that's going to happen? What should we be doing as a community? Don't hear from me. Let me let Brother Lee. Should we be doing as a community, as voters, and etc. After we done gone through this wild, not wild. It was shock to me this last election. Where do we go from here as voters as they get ready to, like in Mississippi and other places, they're getting ready to run and everything? What should we be doing in these particular races to help us as a community?
Hello?
Oh, go ahead, Brother Lee. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear that last part.
Okay, let me say it again. What I wanted to say, the incoming administration. I'm gonna be nice. The incoming administration is picking people like Defense Secretary, the guy they had on yesterday that they nominated for Defense Department is a rapist. I mean, he's a sexual assault. I mean, he's a SA person. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the lingo together. But he's somebody that attacked folks, paid them off. Because if he would have got that charge, or if that would have came up, he would have never been selected as defense secretary. I'm telling you, they go into every bit of your life when you came out the mother's womb up until now, and they kind of break it to me, and they were laughing, Lee, like, "Oh, well, what do you do?" And how you feeling? But they never talked about the victim that he had and the things and the folks was on him. What's going on? What should we be? What should we do? We know he coming, but what should we be doing other than just like you said, talking? Not even saying you said that, but me. Other than us just talking about it, what do we need to be doing?
Well, this is a lesson for all of us. Of course, the cabinet members, pre-cabinet members, are going. They're reflection of the president. He's of the for president to be. They're just like him. You got sexual offenders. You got people with shady past. You got all of these things going. Why is everybody surprised about his cabinet? It's a reflection of him. If you got gang members, if you're a gang member, you're gonna have gang members. If you're the head of a gang, you're gonna have gang members. And he's the head of a sexual uh, crime ring. He's gonna have criminals that have that background. If
Say
he's not
birds of a
qualified,
feather flock together. That's what you said. Birds of a
if
feather flock
if
together.
yeah, if he's not qualified, should the people he hired be qualified? No, they should reflect him. So why should people be up in arms about what his cabinet looks like, what his administration looks like, all the way through the cabinet? If you think that these people that's heading these cabinet positions are the only ones that are inept, are unqualified, the people that they hire to work under them are going to be just as unqualified. So you expect this country, people say that this is the greatest country in the world. I can't tell. Look what you got running. I mean, what you have them running a corporation that you invested money in. Listen, your 401ks are ran by people that CEOs that you feel are well qualified to manage your money. Now, the government is no different. They're taking your tax dollars and you give them to a buffoon. Now, you screaming about the VP Harris, and at the very least, she was qualified. She may have had a vagina. If that's the only thing that's going to stop you from hiring somebody, from making somebody to have your that manage your money, to manage your life, to take care of your kids, the education department, the defense department. You have laid your country, your livelihood into an idiot, into a buffoon, into a town jester. You put your resources and your trust into somebody like this. I don't question the person that you put in that office. I question the people that put him there. So don't blame the fool. Blame the people who put the fool in office. You know, that's the thing we should be looking at. We crying about the fool, and we should be looking at the people that put him in office that spoke up for him. You know, so that's the
Right.
thing that we should look at. We crying at the wrong thing. We said, "Oh, Donald Trump." No, I'm looking at the fool who put him in office and saying, "No, they made a mistake." Now, I question your judgment. The American people who put this man in office, I question your judgment. I don't think you qualified to vote. That's what I got to say.
Wow. I'm just disturbed, Lee, because not in a way that I got great concern or anything, but he got people. Social Security, uh, services. He is the chief commander and chief of the armed forces, and he got this guy. And thank you, this Pete. I don't want to destroy his last name. Pete Hedgeseth. Hedgeseth. If I'm saying it right, y'all help me out. This dude, Lee, when he got up and he said the thing, they said, "Sir, you said, okay, let's take one instance. You're not supposed, once you in the Defense Department, you know, those generals, those generals are asked to be consultants for the defense department, for the defense industry, those people that make the airplanes and the tanks and the guns and all these weapons and everything. Those people that are, when they retire, those generals retire, 9 times out of 10, they go into the private sector, the industry, and use their influence that they have. They use them as lobbyists to get the contracts for these different systems and everything. They asked this gentleman, Pete gentleman, that's running, that's uh, nominated for the Defense Department. Would you? They say that there's a moratorium, there's a restriction on you working 10 years. You can't work for the defense industry for 10 years after you leave office. They asked him the same thing. Now, he's one of these people that creeps into the defense. Uh, he's in the defense industry. He know he can make some money as the Secretary of Defense. It comes through him first of all, go to the president. He selects the people to be the contractor. That's his job and everything. And they asked him, brother, they said, "Hey, would you go by the same standards by not you get out of office that you don't go and work for the defense industry?" He more than likely said, "No, I'm gonna do what I want." He cutting everybody else off, but he knows once he gets out of office by being the defense secretary, he has an opportunity to make money. Is that the reason that what is, I'm not saying that you know his thinking, but what do you think about that, Lee? He say, "What's not good for,
Yeah.
I believe what's good for the goose is good for the gander." So why is he,
Well,
what's up with these crooks?
well, here's the thing. We have to really look at this in a serious manner. And what I mean is that no one is above approach. And here's the thing. You're asking these cabinet members when they get advice, okay, this defense cabinet appointee, you're asking him to evaluate information that he's given.
when he's not qualified to even evaluate them. It's like, okay, a general comes to him and says, we need more tanks. How can he determine what they need or don't need or have too much already? The defense budget is bigger than it needs to be. Way bigger. 50%, over 50% more bigger than what it needs to be. You can look all of this stuff up. I want you to look it up. The defense budget is one of the biggest budgets that the administration has through its cabinet. I mean, it's bloated. It's unused. It's too much. They are wasting trillions of dollars. We're not even into the billions anymore. We at the trillions now. They spent $1 billion on a B-1 bomber. Billion, maybe $2 billion on one plane. Look this stuff up. I want you to look it up. I mean,
Yeah, I
things
got
that
you.
we'll
You're right.
never use. Things that we'll never use. We won't use a B-1 bomber. They'll push a button and the rocket will go without a plane. So
Mm.
that's the thing. How many bombs do we need? How many rockets and planes and all of these things? We got people in positions with their fingers on the button that's not even qualified to polish the shoes of the generals that they're taking the information from. And that's crazy to me. In order for the budget, the defense budget to work, you got to start wars everywhere. You got to start little skirmishes everywhere. And that's what the United States government does. It starts wars on behalf of corporations. These wars are not started on behalf of freeing people or keeping freedom all throughout the world. It's to start these wars is to get the corporations making money. And
Wow.
you could look. I want you
I
to
want
look
you
at
to
these
talk
things.
deeper, go deeper with that, Lee. Go deeper with that because you said something that hit the nail. That
You know,
they don't, people don't understand. The Defense Department that make up that, Hewlett Packard, all these people that make these tanks and everything, they make, like you said, trillions. The budget for defense, like you said, was half. Man, go deeper into that about how they do this with these defense contractors.
well, see, that's the thing. They give their friends what you call their friends is the corporations that put money into these lobbyists. They send these lobbyists over there to these politicians and these administrators, the people in this presidential administration. They give him billions of dollars. They siphon this money. It may not go directly toward him, but in a roundabout way, Donald Trump's going to get that money, and his friends are going to get. They're in the trough now. They're like pigs in a trough. They're taking all the American people's money, and then they're telling you that we don't have any money for your social program. We don't have any money for your kids to go to college when they're paying all of this money for these school loans. They don't have money for you, but they have money for this defense budget. They have money for all of these other things that we don't need, but you're not complaining about that. You want a strong defense. Well, how much money does this defense department need? It doesn't need any more money. But that's the thing. We don't send the right people in to do the right thing. And you voted for this man. You got to blame yourself. You can't blame the fool. And we put him in office, and he's going to hire foolish people because he's not qualified. And he's showing you that. You say you don't care. You say you're Christian. You say this is a Christian country. We believe in God. I can't tell. I can't tell. You put in a rapist. You put in a molester. You put in somebody that lies and cheats and steals. You put somebody in it, but yet and still, you're gonna go to church this Sunday and you're gonna pray to God that everybody is gonna be honest. You're gonna be true. You're gonna get on your knees and pray every night. You're gonna believe in God, and then you're gonna go vote for the devil. It don't make no sense.
Woo! You're exactly right. Listen, I know that we over a couple of minutes. That's okay though. But listen, you listen to the WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial, where we are here on the MacMan Morning Show. Let me tell you this. I like that saying. I'm gonna give me a T-shirt that says I voted for the other. I voted for the woman, for the sister. Don't blame me. I voted for her. Don't be mad at us. We tried to tell you. Well, that's true. That's true. Listen, you're listening to the Magman Morning Show. I got Brother Lee here, our chief contributor, who's getting ready to premiere. We trying to get you're gonna be getting the call, Lee, from your folks. We're gonna help you out, and we're gonna get Lee's show premiere because Lee's gonna bring that same energy that he has to his own platform that we have set up for him. The Magman and Brother Lee, we're gonna be there, and we're gonna be right there with you to build what we need to build. We are headed in a great direction, folks. Brother Lee, DJ Kitty Cat, Miss Morning Star, and Miss Jack. Y'all got to meet Miss Jack. Miss Jack is a wonderful person, and I want y'all to meet. We're getting ready to go into our new season. And as we ease into our new season, we premiere on the 20th. But we got so much coming and so much going on that you're going to be really happy with what we're doing. Listen, I want to thank all of you for being here with us. We got to get out of here. We will be back here, Brother Lee and I, and everybody else. We got DJ Kitty Cat is coming real soon, so that she can give you the information about the preview of our Plugs LLC's premier program on the Magman Morning Show Network, and I like to combine it, call it the Our Plugs Magman Morning Show plug that we got going. And DJ Kitty Cat is going to be here with Miss Morningstar. Brother Lee, he's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what he's going to do. We're going to find out soon. But I want to tell all of you, please stay tuned to WKRA 92.7 and to YouTube here on the Magman Morning Show as we progress in the way that we're getting ready to go. We're about to roll and do the things that we're doing. This is Wednesday, the 15th of January, 15 days into this new year, and we are rolling. Listen, all reporting, weather stations are reporting 32 in Coldwater, 31 in South Haven, and in Olive Branch, and it's 31 degrees at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial right here. We're going to be talking about other things too that are going to be coming up, and we're going to be doing so many things coming up. And I want to thank all of you all for being here. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. Brother Lee will be back here with me tomorrow, along with all the rest of our gang. We're going to be here, and we're going to be doing what we need to do. Thank you, Stephanie Wiedemann, for coming on. We're going to be watching that race, and we're watching all of the municipalities within our region. We're going to be talking to the candidates, the incumbents, and we want to see what they got to say. So if you're listening, come on. We coming at you. We're going to be here. Listen, this is James Mack. I'm getting ready to go for Brother Lee, for Dr. J. Dr. J get well soon. He was in an accident. He's going to be coming. Alice, all of you all sharing, everybody that's connected with our show, DJ Kitty Cat, Miss Morningstar, y'all come on so we can do what we got to do. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. We're going to get out of here. You have a great morning. Brother Lee will be back with us tomorrow. Brother Lee, I'll holler at you. Everybody, have a wonderful day. This is the Magman Morning Show, WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial and live online. And we're watching on television. That's right, on your device, wherever you are. You're listening to the Magman Morning Show. We're getting ready to get out of here. I'll holler at you. God bless and do good to your neighbor. Love one another.
It's a rap, thing,